Welcome friends and welcome to my channel Sequential Biology. In the previous video we have talked about types of bacteriophage and today we will discuss about ultrastructure of bacteriophage. Since bacteriophage are nothing but this is a type of virus which attack bacteria, so this bacteriophage must contain a protein coat and their genetic bacteriophage have different structure. They have a head, they have neck and they have tail, so different structure can be seen and we will analyze this different structure. Detailed morphological structure of bacteriophage was studied mainly in T-even phage or the T2 phage which infect E. coli. So here we will discuss about structure of T4 phage because the detailed structure of this bacteriophage was studied. Having tadpole-like structure, then this bacteriophage is a tadpole-like structure. Tadpole means the larval stage of frog. It looks like larva of frog and for this reason this is known as tadpole-like structure. And their body is differentiated into head and tail. Right, the extended portion between head and tail called the collar or disc. Now first we will discuss about a head. This is an important structure and this head is prism like or hexagonal. So this is an hexagonal structure and this may be prism like and vary in shape. In different bacteriophage the shape of head may be vary, but in case of T4 phage this is an hexagonal structure. So this is an hexagonal structure, you can see this is an hexagon and the wall is made up of protein. Obviously this is a protein coat or capsid. Actually head or capsid protect the genetic material like any other viruses. The capsid protect genetic material. So this is also seen in case of bacteriophage. Their genetic material is protected by this head and this head is usually made up of protein coat. Then this head is made up of genetic material plus protein coat. And this genetic material may be double-stranded DNA. Double-stranded DNA containing bacteriophage are T phage and the lambda phage. Single-stranded DNA 5x174 bacteriophage and FD phage. Single-stranded RNA MS2 bacteriophage and double-stranded RNA 5x phage. Then this head is made up of genetic material and the protein, and this protein actually protect this genetic material, and this genetic material may be different type. Variety of genetic material can be seen in case of viruses. Usually DNA is double-stranded but single-stranded DNA can be seen in bacteriophage 5x174 and FD. And usually RNA is single-stranded but double-stranded RNA can be seen in 5x bacteriophage. And head joined to tail by collar and neck. This is collar and this is neck. So head joined with tail, just below the neck there tail is present, so this tail is joined by collar and neck. Now collar and neck, the neck of the T4 is decorated by collar. The neck of T4, the neck, this is neck, head, neck and the tail. These are three important structure. Then this neck is decorated by collar, right? The collar and neck are made up of protein fibrinogen. So in T4 phage the collar and neck is made up of a special type of protein which is known as fibrinogen. Fibrinogen helps tail to attach with the head during assembly process. Collar and neck have environmental sensing devices, and this collar and neck have environmental sensing devices regulating retraction of long tail fiber under unfavorable condition, thus preventing infection. Right? This is a full form bacteriophage. This is a full diagram of an bacteriophage T4 phage. And in this T4 phage you can see head, and this head is actually made up of capsid. And also there are present a tail, and in between this head and tail their neck is present and neck is decorated by collar, right? Now the tail is long. Suppose this is a tail and in this tail a core structure is present. This is core structure and this core structure is covered by sheath. Then the tail is long and attached with the head by collar and neck. So these are collar and neck. Then this tail is attached with the head by this collar and neck. Okay. And now the tail is a hollow tube or core. In this tail there are present a hollow tube, and this hollow tube is usually known as core. And this is central part of tail, and through this tube the DNA passes to the host cell during infection. When bacteriophage infect any viruses, then they penetrate or then they release their genetic material inside bacterial cell or their host cell, and this genetic material passes from head to this bacterial cell through the tail, right? because the tail is a hollow portion. So this is central part, and through the tube the DNA passes to the host cell during infection. And outside of this hollow core there are present a sheath, and sheath is also made up of protein. So this is proteinaceous, and this surrounding the core and can contract longitudinally. So this can contract longitudinally. Suppose this is a tail, and when this bacteriophage attack any bacteria, then they contract their tail. Contract means the tail become short. Okay, so this is actually the contraction. And the tail plate, also called as the basal plate, and in the tail we can see the tail plate. This is tail plate, and this tail plate is also known as basal plate. And with this tail plate the 6 tail fibers are present. Okay, so this tail plate is attached with 6 tail fiber. The tail plate is also called as the basal plate, and this is hexagonal and has pin in every corner. In this tail plate there are present pin. This is, since this is hexagonal in every point, so this is hexagonal, and in every point there is a present a pin. So this is a pin, this is 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 pin. There are many pin can be seen, right? In every point the pins can be seen in every corner, and through it attaches with sheath. And the tail fiber, the 6 long thin tail fiber attached to the end plate, one at each corner, and in each corner the tail fiber remains attached. In each corner tail fiber are present. So 6 long thin tail fibers attached to the end plate, one at each corner, and the organ of attachment to the host cell wall. With the help of this tail fiber they attach to the host cell wall, and this secrete enzyme which is known as the lysozyme usually break the cell wall of bacteria, and the bacterial cell wall is made up of peptidoglycan, and this peptidoglycan is also called as murin. And this peptidoglycan is a special type of carbohydrate. This is a heteropolysaccharide, and this heteropolysaccharide can be destroyed by enzyme lysozyme, and this lysozyme can also be seen in our tears, in our saliva. And this type of lysozyme also secreted by bacteriophage, and since the lysozyme are secreted by this bacteriophage, and this will causes the lysis of bacterial cell wall, because this lysozyme break the peptidoglycan layer. Okay, and for this reason the genetic material of this bacteriophage enters into bacteria. This is structure of T4 bacteriophage, and the T4 bacteriophage have 3 main portion. The one is head, and the second portion is neck, and the third portion is tail, right? So these are the 3 main portion, or these are the 3 main structure of this bacteriophage. And this head is made up of protein coat, and which is called as the capsid, and inside this protein coat the DNA is present. So the head is made up of DNA and the protein coat and capsid, and this head attached to its tail with the help of neck, and the neck is decorated by collar. The tail is present, and the inside tail there is present a hollow structure which is known as core, and this core is covered by sheath. So all these things are made up of protein, and just below this tail there are present a basal plate, and this basal plate are actually hexagonal, and in each point there is present pin, and in each point their tail fiber remains attached, and with the help of this tail fiber the bacteria of the bacteriophage attached with their host cell, right? Then this is sheath, and this is core. Suppose this is sheath means this is tail sheath, and inside this tail sheath the core is present, and this is core which is hollow structure, and this is structure of tail fiber. Then this is the basic structure of a bacteriophage, or this is basic structure of T4 bacteriophage or the T evenphage, and which is extensively studied bacteriophage. So thank you, and that's it.